All right, good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining into this class. The last time we looked at the interface of Photoshop interface. We look at the tools and their functions. Okay, so I believe we have no issues with that. So today we'll be looking at the first thing we're looking at is importing images. Okay, there are two ways to achieve this. Okay, there are two ways to achieving this. The first one works generally, but the other one might not work for you, so it really might not work for you. So but let's see. The first one is dragging in your image. Okay, so I'm going to do this. Go to the image file. Okay, and then just pick it. Okay, click and hold it, and then drag to Photoshop. Okay, and then we need to create a new page actually. Okay, so don't forget, how do we do that? Is either we go to file and the new, or use a shortcut Control N. Okay, this a page pops up where you set the dimension for your project. Okay, so for this training I still maintain the last dimension, which is the 10 inches by 10 inches, 10 inches by 10 inches, 10 inches by 10 inches. Okay, then we need to name our project Solo Digital. So name your project Digital Hub. Okay, so when you're done, you click on create. Okay, so you have a new sheet, a new canvas. Okay, so then let's go again. Let's go again to the image file, then click and drag. Okay, this is number one. This is the first way to import images. So the second one is this. You go to file and then go to place embedded. Okay, when you click on place embedded, locate the file. So it's on my desktop, and then this is the file. Then select the image. Okay, this is the image, and then click on place. Okay, and then boom, you have it. Do you get it now? So those are the two major ways to import your pictures or images. All right, so the next we'll be looking at is working with layers. Okay, don't forget what I told you the last time. I think we talked about the layers panel, okay, which is this area. If you don't have it, go to Windows and you have layers. Okay, make sure it is ticked, and then this place will pop up. You can place it anywhere actually. Okay, you can place it anywhere. Okay, so but I prefer mine to be here. Okay, let me just for the so that this will not be disturbing us. Okay, so you can actually extend this. Okay, so this is the layers panel. Okay, it's the layers panel. So this is the background layer, and this is the white you're seeing. If I turn it off, it's transparent. Whenever you see a checkered like this, okay, it means that portion is transparent. It means transparency, like an opaque or transparent part of an image. Okay, so anywhere you see something like a checker like this, it means that portion is transparent. Okay, so I'll turn it back. So this is the first layer and this is the second layer. So the layer at the top overshadows the one at the bottom. Do you get that? The layer at the top overshadows the one at the bottom. So when you're working with layers, okay, make sure that what you want to appear at the top is always at the top of the layer you want it to be. For instance, okay, I'm on the layer first, or the second layer, okay, the first after my background. Okay, now I click on my text tool and I write Ayodele. This is not me, this is my twin. Let me change what's his name. Okay, so now I've written this, but you're not seeing it because it is on the second layer and there's a layer on top of it covering it. Okay, so what I need to do to make this visible is to make sure that it is on top of this layer covering it. So I can just click and then drag to the top. Do we get that? So it's actually visible here. It's actually visible here. Can we see it? Now, one thing I want us to note is that when we're working with colors, okay, we talked about colors, we've talked about colors. Okay, so you need to there's a mistake here. Okay, you need to make sure that your color contrast. So for instance, this is a light color and the image I have is a lighter, as the color of the cloth is wearing is light. So look at the text on it is not visible, it's not readable. Okay, so if you're doing a design and you have such a text like this, it's going to disturb the eye. Okay, you won't be able to see what exactly it's there. So you need to create a contrast such that the reader will be able to read what you have here. So to do that, when you have a light background, you use a dark color for your text. So I can simply use okay, let me just pick a color from here. Okay, for instance, or I have okay, these. Okay, and it's readable. Do you get it now? It's readable. It's readable. So when you're working with colors, okay, let me teach you how to change colors of text actually. So you can just click on the text tool. Okay, click on your text layer, make sure you're on the text layer. Okay, so whatever layers you're working on, you should always make sure you are on that layer. Okay, so once you click on the text tool, you have this. Okay, so you click on this, it gives you the color picker. Okay, this is where you pick your colors. Okay, we talked about the hue, saturation, and value. Okay, so the hue is color. You can see what you have here is several colors. The saturation is from the dark, okay, to the light. Okay, adding white to it. Okay, and then we have the values when you have okay, so the saturation is the intensity. Okay, it's the intensity of the color. Okay, now it is less intense and it is high intense. Okay, so but we're going to get there. We're going to get there. So that's not an issue right now. So here you can change your colors to whichever colors you want. So get the rule, the layers at the top overshadows the one at the bottom. So that's that about working with the layers. Okay, for instance, let me change this. Let me work on this. Ctrl U is a shortcut to bring out the hue and saturation. Okay, so I reduce the saturation of the second layer, but now it's turned black and white, but you can't see it because this layer is on top of it and it's overshadowing it. So when you turn it off, you can see this layer. Okay, good. So that is how it works. That's how it works. So the next we'll be looking at is using layer mask. Now this is the layer mask tool or button on in Photoshop. Okay, what does layer mask do? It's used to hide or reveal a part of a layer. It's used to reveal or hide, okay, a part of a layer. Okay, so if I want to hide the background, for instance, instead of me cutting it off actually, I can just simply use the layer mask. Okay, so let me show us how that works. Let me show us how that works. So let me just do a selection, a quick selection right now. Just do a quick selection right now. So I don't have to be perfect with my selection. It's just for tutorial purpose. Okay, just for tutorial purpose. Okay, so okay, now making my selection. Don't forget what we're doing. We're working with layer mask. Okay, we're working with layer mask. So let's see how layer mask works. I'm still making the selection. Okay, I don't have to be perfect actually. Okay, I made a mistake there. Okay, 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 I'm almost done. With my selection. Okay, like I said, I don't have to be perfect with my selection right now, just for tutorial purpose. Okay, now this is it. Now I'm making my selection, but I started from this point. Okay, so I need to get back to that point, but I want to make selection of my background because I want to actually remove the background. Okay, I want to remove the background. So yes, it does not make the selection, okay, of the background. Now note this: if this is the layer at the top revealing here, okay, so I want the effect on this. So what do? I just okay, when I click on the layer mask, select on this layer, okay, and click on the layer mask. Now let me turn this off. Okay, now what just happened there? Now there's a rule, okay, when using layer mask. Now note the rule: white reveals, okay, white reveals, simple. Now, and black hides, okay, black darkness hides, white reveals, torchlight, okay, when you have light anywhere it reveals. Okay, so just note that rule: white reveals and black hides. So now you see that the black area, okay, on the layer mask is hiding whatever it is on that layer, okay, while the white area on the layer mask is revealing. But this is not what I want. I want this place hidden, okay, I want this part hidden and this place revealed. It's very simple. What do? Okay, I click on the layer mask, not on the image layer thumbnail, okay, on the layer mask, and then I click on Ctrl+I. So what happens? It inverts it, okay. Ctrl I means to invert, so it inverts it to the other side, like to the other side. Okay, so the white area becomes black, while the black area becomes white. Okay, so now the thing is, the beautiful thing about the layer mask is that though I've removed the background, now I told you when you have a checker, okay, it means that that portion is transparent. Okay, so this image has a transparent background right now. But the beautiful thing about working with layer mask is that you can actually get back, probably you've already made a mistake, okay, cutting in some portion you're not supposed to cut. Okay, for instance, let me just do this. Let me do this so you can see what I'm talking about. Okay, now I said black height, right? So I click on my brush tool, make sure my foreground color is on black. Okay, so if I begin to, on the layer mask now, on the layer mask, make sure you're on the layer mask. If I begin to rub on the layer mask, it begins to hide that portion. It hides that portion, okay, as I brush with black. So if I want to retrieve it back, that portion I've lost or deleted, okay, so I need to just press on X to change. So if you have, okay, let me quickly say this. If you have another color on your on the foreground and background, okay, to reset it, just click on D. Okay, to reset it, click on D. So what I need now is my foreground to be white to reveal this portion I've lost back. So you change it to white and begin to rub on that portion. Okay, but make sure you are okay. You might get some nonsense here, but just make sure you are on the layer mask, okay, and just rub with white. Okay, don't forget the rule: white reveals and black hides. White reveals, black hides. So already we've learned how to use the layer mask, okay, how to work with layers, and then how to use the layer mask. Okay, so I think I'm going to stop there for today. But by tomorrow we're going to continue with the class. So that'll be all for today. Thank you for joining in. See you tomorrow at the same time. Bye for now.